Hi, and welcome to the collective reading for the week of July 25th through the 31st. I am going to do Moonday Night Live tomorrow night where I'll go through each of the signs individually. More information on that in a moment. But this week is about recharging your destiny, about bringing all the pieces and the parts of it into balance. It is going into the recipe of your life, going into that cookbook and figuring out what it is that really works for you. The card that came out this week is the Two of Pentacles. They wanted me to use the Book of Shadows too. And here she is, she's baking. She is, I don't know if you can really see it, but she's looking at the recipe, but she's smiling. She is creating something that she has planned out, right? It's written down, it's planned out. So your goals, write them down, plan them out. Follow the steps along the way. Cooking is art. Cooking, you throw stuff in. This is baking. And baking, either if you want to create bread that sustains you, bread as in money, financial stability, meeting your day-to-day needs, or even if you want to bake a cake, creating something that is sweet and joyfully fulfilling in another way, whether that's like in a relationship or a creative project. It takes a certain amount of a recipe. It takes balance, right? It's the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is about bringing things into alignment. They asked me to use the Book of Shadows too, and so the Book of Shadows and this energy coming up with this full moon that is happening this week, this is energy of bringing into an alignment our subconscious with our conscious mind, our shadow self with our outer self, the parts that we love with the parts that we're not so proud of, but how can we bring that into alignment and love and accept all the pieces and the parts of us? It is about gathering our own personal power and strength and understanding who we are. And so that's what this week is about. You have the Recharge Your Destiny, the labradorite. So a great crystal to work with this week would be labradorite, and St. John's wort came out. And St. John's wort is about stabilizing. It is about stabilizing your emotion, right? They use it a lot of times for people with depression, and it's also an energetic clearing. And I love it. It's this yellow. It is your own central sun. So it's the yellow in the center. It's a little bit darker, almost more like the sacral chakra with all this green of growth in the heart space, right? And so it's this energy of stabilizing the creative project in your life, the creative process in your life to manifest what it is that you want moving forward. Now, I do break down this reading throughout the week individually for each of the days. But for here, to do this reading today, I wanted to give you a flavor of the overall energy of it. And so it has very powerful energy coming in with that new moon. That new moon happens on Thursday. And on Thursday, that new moon is in Leo. It's at 1:55 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And this new moon is going to be at the same time that Jupiter is stationing retrograde. And it is stationing there at 8 degrees, opposing this moon at like almost 5.5 degrees. So they're in trine. And it's a flow of energy that will allow you to expand this process, to really manifest and create what you want. There's a lot of other very significant energies. In 180 AD was the last time that the North Node conjunct Uranus in Taurus. And that's what's happening on the 1st. It's exact, but we're in that energy. They're so close. And we have, in the mix, we have Mars. Mars is in Taurus. So this is a very powerful, explosive energy. I do want to warn you that this is the energy of terrorist activities. There's a lot of subterfuge energy this week. There's a lot of behind the scenes energy. Now, on the global scale, I think we're going to see this play out. In your personal life, how do you manage this? You know, how do you avoid the drama and stay in your creative space? And that is going to be the challenge this week. This is what I invite you to do this week. So I'm actually going to pause the video for a moment. I want to grab a deck of cards because I want to go a little deeper, excuse me, into this energy. I am going to do Monday Night Live tomorrow night. Put your comments in your questions in the comment section below. I will be taking personal questions, and I'll also be pulling cards for each of the signs of the zodiac. Hold on. Okay, so we're going to use the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette, Baron-Reid, and do a quick 9-card spread. I feel like Spirit really wanted to bring more of the message forward here. And so the key to the situation, the leg up. And here, this always to me is about Spirit having your back. It's happening in the heart center. Recently, you've been spending some time working on the process. It's the chop wood, carry water card. It is about working, doing the day-to-day process to keep yourself occupied as you work your way through this never-ending story. The energy this week is definitely around what is the new story that you want to write for yourself. We're at a major inflection point. This new moon is going to be squaring the North Node and the South Node. And so it is the energy of releasing and letting go. And what direction do you want to move in next? And so this week is about cleaning up your space, your thoughts, because this is all happening up there in the headspace. Ooh, card in a weird spot. This is happening up in your headspace. And so this is clearing out, letting go of these old lower energy stories that you've been telling yourself, and how do you create and write a new story. And so planting your seeds of intention around that. We have the TikTok. In the heart space, there has been a divine timing at play. Well, no kidding. The alarm is going off this week. We are in the middle of we're in the middle of the middle. Literally, we're in the middle of the 18-year cycle of the progression of equinoxes, which is the moving out of the Piscean energy into the Aquarian energy. We're right smack in the middle with this new moon. And so divine timing is at play, and yes, in the heart space, the unfinished symphony. It is time to go back and look at what didn't work. I think there's a chance to redo it, to write it in a different way. Not necessarily with the same people, but if it's family matters, definitely a chance to gather your thoughts and to create a new process and a new way moving forward. Okay, yeah. So, the obstacle has been finding the treasures within you, within the story, within the lessons. And the only way to get there, look, we've got hearts coming out of this treasure chest, but this is in the challenge position. This is in what's been blocking and stopping, and it shows it being open, right? And here again we have the chest that's open, but it's in the heart space, and this is the wisdom of the owl and the truth and the honesty. And so it is going to be in your sharing and getting to the heart of the answers. We have the why. I think you know why as this week progresses. Why things were what they were. And I think the next question is, how do I move forward from here? I love it. Overall energy, go the distance. Do the deep dive. Go into the shadow self. Pull it up. Look at it. Love it. Accept it. Pull it all together. Pull it all together and say, now, I know what all the ingredients are that I want to create the happy life I want, and I'm going to put it together. I'm going to call in my power. I'm going to take the steps, step-by-step process, and I'm going to create and manifest what it is that I want. And so this is a week of recharging your destiny, of understanding that the way things were is old energy, and now you're stepping into the new energy. How do you want things to be moving forward? What do you want next? And so the St. John's wort, allow yourself to stabilize, catch your breath, ask the questions of yourself and of others if you need to. Be really honest with yourself, be really honest with others, and then write the recipe for your future. of joy. All right, I hope I see you guys. It'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, U.S., 7 to about 8:30. Put your questions for the Q&A that you want answered in the comment section of this video, and I will also try to take some live. I don't have a moderator, so it'll be a little harder for me to spot the questions. I am dyslexic. It's hard to read. All right, you guys take good care, and I hope to see you tomorrow night.